Welcome back, everybody, to Brown Bag Bets, powered by BetSports. We are your daily dose of quick hit handicapping and sports betting picks. I'm Alex Christensen, and joining me, my teammate on the world's worst blackjack team, Mr. Andy Molitor.
It was so bad.
Do you want to tell the people how many blackjacks we got in, an hour and a half?
None. We got none. We even played at a stupid 6-5 table because they had the spinning wheel when you get a blackjack, and I said, I'm going to play here until I get one. And I didn't. I had to give up eventually. We just quit. The other lady, she got a bunch, but yes, we are. It is weird. It's just like, it's just
I'm not
weird.
sure how to stand.
I don't know. I
further away.
might do shoulder
to this. We tried back to back.
We didn't. That didn't work either.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah, we're gonna wing it from Vegas here today. We're up in Alex's room, which is just full of drugs and hairbrushes, and yeah, we're gonna bet on some stuff today. Though there's a little bit of college football tonight. I have a play for tomorrow. I have some.
You bet college football now.
Well, somebody pressed me on something, and then I talked about it, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bet this anyway. You have a little bit of tennis. I don't have any looks in the men's. Kelly and I are Big Ten Watto is out here. He is going to watch some men's tennis with us.
Sad and gravyless, Kelly is.
Gravyless, but we are going to watch some men's tennis today. Women's tennis
tomorrow
culminates tomorrow. Actually, we'll start with college football. We'll put the tennis in the middle. Somebody asked me for some help on an article. They wanted some Bama, Texas info. So I started digging in. And honestly, truthfully, we always talk about this network. I even asked producer Dan, because he watches more college football than me, what he thought of his Texas team. And then I went back and watched some highlights, and fucker was right. I mean, it was Quinn Ewers kind of looked bad at times. Like a few mistakes against a really shitty team. And now they're going to go play the best team in the entire damn world. And there was some 11.5s when I first talked about this, but I don't understand why Bama wouldn't be up by like 3 scores at halftime. Maybe this is my final foray into college football and I'm just done because it's tied and I'm mad. But man, like everything that Texas did wrong was kind of glossed over by the fact they were playing a Sun Belt team. And now you got to go play Bama with a much better run defense and much better everything and an offense that can actually score. Like, I don't know, halftime score, probably 28-7. So Bama first half, minus 12.5. I'm going to walk. I bet this offshore, but I'm also I like having a real ticket. Walk down. We're over at the plaza right now. I'm going to walk over probably. Is this a Willie Hill book?
Yeah, this is Will.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to go to Circa and bet this. So I'm going to take some Bama first half, minus 12.5. I think this game is an early game. I think we're talking 11 a.m. I won't be out to Stadium Swim for this because it'll be just a zoo tomorrow. I don't know where I'm watching football. I might just find a cool bar.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, why isn't that number 14? Like, shouldn't that number be 14?
Yeah, so at
least 13 and a half.
It is. So it is in Austin. It's a road game. This is the funny part is they're 20-point favorites on the road. Texas, maybe not quite back. I love Bijan. I love the back. I love the running back. Quarterback might get there eventually. It's a work in progress. And sometimes some road bumps, speed bumps are bigger than others. This is a big damn. This is an elephant-sized speed bump, and it might not go good for the fellas in burnt orange down at Austin today. So, what time's tennis tomorrow? And again, I don't know what time anything is because
tennis tomorrow is I think like 1 p.m. this time. So then it's like 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's early afternoon. We'll call it
early afternoon. Early afternoon.
The Polish princess in the final. I have no idea what you're betting. I didn't look at the sheet.
No, we got Ons Jabeur. Finally figured it out after losing Wimbledon. Is really just kind of out to lunch. Is playing some great tennis. And Iga, the Polish powerhouse, got lucky. She was able to avoid our Queen Zhang, and Pegula couldn't get it done. So here we are. I think it actually is going to be a pretty great final. And went with some over bets here. Not the full match over. The total sitting right at kind of an expensive 21, a cheap 21.5, which feels right to me. But the first set over 9.5 games. I love these bets. It's plus 100 at a few different places. But he'd be able to find a little bit better plus money. I found a plus 105 earlier this morning. I have no idea why this isn't minus 15, minus 20, something like that. 2 players that, again, pretty solid on serve, know how to push on return. I think that we'll get to 4-4, no problem in this set. 9.5, again, I would expect this to be a little bit juice. So plus money looks great. And then over 2.5 sets, plus 155. Finally got my number here. again, a little confused with the total being where it is. Usually I would expect this over 2.5 sets to be closer to plus 140, plus 145, but plus 155 looks great to me. I would hang it again at closer to plus 135, something in that range. And then, as Andy was saying, we'll go back. Let's try to ladder that first set over. I wonder if we could do that here. I think a Boyd book. Boyd is FanDuel now. I think we can do that there.
Maybe. Otherwise, there's House Heritage. Or European
We'll have
books.
to use offshore.
I'll figure it out. I'm betting this for sure. I will be cheering not only this, but I sent money to Canada with Kelly for him to bet something else. It didn't work out. So I have a Novak Djokovic to win the Wimbledon, parlayed with Iga to win this. So I have Iga at like 6.5 to 1 to win this match.
I like it.
So there might be a Jabeur against the spread bet at least. I'd like to try to shoot for a cute middle on this one.
The spread is like 3-3.
Yeah. So I might shoot for a middle on this. So I'll probably have 4 or 5 bets on the goddamn women's final, and then I don't know. It's probably prediction for the men's final.
Whoever wins the Alcaraz
I think so
match,
too.
it ends up taking that.
Hopefully, and again, it's been since 2009.
Hopefully it's Tiafoe.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's been since 2009 since there has been a men's U.S. tennis player in the final of a slam. Andy Roddick didn't win that either, and he's actually at 3 out of the 4 slams, he's the last American to make a final. Agassi was a different one, but all of them were like 15
American. It's the U.S. goddamn
15, 20 years ago. So yes, I'm really big Team Francis. I know he's a dog versus Carlitos, but that would be nice. And then finally, keeping it short today. If you want all the football, go listen to the deep dive. If you want specific games, Dan does a great job of putting in the timestamps on the deep dive, both on the podcast and on the YouTube. You can go right to the game you want if you want to get a little extra info. My favorite look of the week is one that is not moving in the market. All my other stuff has moved a little bit, which is a good feeling, but at the same time, I still like this one a lot. Raiders Chargers over 52. A lot of what is going to cause the Chargers or the Raiders problems facing this Chargers team is not usually that big of a problem for Derek Carr. You talk about this front four, and even with Derwin James and playing safety, but this front four bringing in Mack and adding to this pass rush, Derek Carr is great under pressure. He's great scrambling. He was near the top of the league as far as yards per scramble when he was forced out of the pocket and ran on a non-designed quarterback run play. He was near the top of the league the past 2 years as far as just efficiency when he was under pressure. So I'm not worried about him under pressure. I liked this offense last year, and they've added Devontae Adams. I don't, and probably a better offensive mind in Josh McDaniels.
Definitely.
So I'm excited about the Raiders scoring some points here, and at the same time, I'm not keen on the Raiders defense. They have had some improvements over what we saw maybe 2 years ago, but at the same time, the Chargers have Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. You have a bunch of great weapons here, and they are a good team when playing from behind. So I'm pretty jacked for this to be just a back and forth. Wouldn't surprise me if this was in the 60s. So
that's what I was going to say.
Quite a bit.
This looks like some alt overs, and then why not just play a Chargers team total?
Yeah, RIP 5 dimes. Andy would have like an over 89.5 at like 79 to 1 or whatever.
For $1.
Yeah, for like, they used to like cap how much you could win. So it's like I bet $4.12 on this. But yeah, I have some other looks. I'll probably tweet about it before we get to the games tomorrow. Otherwise, the deep dive is very long, as it usually is. But like I said, you can go find the timestamps for the games you want to see. And yeah, thank you, Patrick. I'm old. I can't sleep in anymore. I was up at like 5:30 a.m. local.
I'm on East Coast time, so I got up at 9:30 this morning, hypothetically.
Yeah, like I slept in a little, and the best part is it's dark in the room. I'm bunking with Mr. Big Ten Watto.
Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday, Kelly. And I look over, his back's to me in the other bed, and I see a light. And I called him, and I say, "Are you watching Aussie Rules football on your phone?" He just left. Yeah, I am. He was watching Melbourne. It was underdog, straight up win by the underdog this morning down in the AFL. We didn't bet it. But
no.
I didn't bet that match at all. But otherwise, just piss off, have a good weekend. I'm gonna go enjoy things.
If you're in Vegas, come find us.
Yeah, and
We're downtown.
We'll be at Stadium Swim this afternoon watching tennis. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I might go to the UFC event.
We get dinner tonight. We're going to Carbone.
Oh, Carbone. I did not know that.
I'll put pants on again.
Money never sleeps, guys. Patrick, thanks for joining us. Leg show, Mr. 618 worldwide. Bama first half, fighting inflation since the Trump admit. Yeah, like that has been such a good bet historically too. Like there was a year where 2 years ago, I think it was like, it went like 12-2 or something ridiculous.
That's what I mean. That's why I thought the number would be bigger because they usually come out hard and then
they
it gets a little tighter in the
They
second.
need to treat it like the NFL preseason where it's like, hey, Bama's minus 20. What's the first half line? Minus 18. Yeah. So fuck it. All right. Appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks. Hit the thumbs up.
See you next week.
Share it with your friends. See you next week. We'll be back Monday. I will be very